I mean the sheer audacity of a dog to bark at my car. I don't have a car, my dad's car, while I'm driving it. Goddamn motherfucking crazy dog lacks critical thinking. What are you gonna do? Bite my tire? You dumb fuck, the tire's moving. As soon as you bite it, your teeth will get interlocked with the tire and your head will go under my tire and your head will be crushed. You filthy dog. What are you trying to do? Give me rabies by biting my tire? Well, guess what? It doesn't work like that. You're gonna have to fuck me in my ass for that to happen. Whoa, but rabies is scary, man. But in order to avoid it, you have to take an injection in your goddamn ass. No way. I'd rather die barking at my dad than take an injection in my hairy asshole. My sleep schedule is so fucked up that I'm listening to my morning affirmations in night. The only rhythm that my body knows is of Beyonce and Liam Payne. Circadian rhythm is out. God damn it, I broke the evolutionary chain of millions of years. So I walk into a pharmacy and ask the girl if she has got any Oral-B. She, to my surprise, says, buddy, that's going to cost extra. You know what I'm talking about? I go, hey, I'm talking about a toothbrush. I came in here for a toothbrush. Not a good time, okay? I don't want any blowjob from you. She's like, what? I'm talking about Oral-B, the toothbrush only, because it costs more than Colgate. Oral-B's full form is not blowjob? Oral blowjob? Is that not what the company is called? I'm sorry. Give me the goddamn Colgate. So here's the deal. I'm going to do toxic ex-girlfriend jokes. Although I had never had a girlfriend before and I'm single my whole life. My girlfriend is more toxic than all the middle class dads of India. My girlfriend is so toxic that she should have been named Vishakanya instead. Translation of Vishakanya, toxic daughter or something. My ex-girlfriend is so toxic that she deliberately, even when she was knowing the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek, she confused them both. And on top of that, to make matters even worse, she said that Harry Potter is better than Lord of the Rings franchise. She knew what this would do to me. Preposterous. I hope she bites her tongue while eating and dies from ingestion of poison from her own goddamn toxic saliva. You know what? She was so toxic that I would have rather fucked a gay man in his ass cheerfully than to have an argument with this bitch. Doesn't badminton sound like what a nympho would call a person named Minton? Like, come here badminton, put your shuttlecock in my court. Not talking about nets and rackets here. It's all smash and rally. I'm just hoping Minton doesn't get love every round. Socrates once said that true knowledge is knowing that you know nothing. So what's true knowledge? Jon Snow? Does that mean Ygritte occasionally has true knowledge inside her? Basically, true knowledge is a bastard who likes to fuck his aunt. So I'm going to give you a sentence which you can say before you're telling a really cool fact. You can say, oh, you're gonna urinate in your father's mouth after you hear this really cool fact. And then you carry on with your cool fact. Like, for example, you're gonna urinate in your father's mouth. Because we all know that the earth dances around sun like it is its bitch. So if you write down this fact on a paper and then you put that paper in the freezer, and suddenly you have a cool fact. Now the next phrase I'm going to tell you is also really good. You can sell anything if you use this phrase at the end of it. Say you wanna convince someone to have a baby. Then you just say, if you have a baby, you will shove shit in its mouth. They'll have a baby. And if you want to make someone watch a movie, then you just say the following. If you watch this movie, you're going to vomit in your girlfriend's pussy after watching it. Because you're gonna be watching Two Girls, One Cup while licking your girlfriend off. Seriously considering to be a painter? Because my heart wants to paint a girl's face with my cum. You see, I'm a hypocrite. But that's only for jokes. Because I love jokes and I love to make people laugh, and I love joke structure and doing a misdirection every time and see people's reaction to it. You know, I roast the left, the right and the center if it's serving my joke purpose. I'm a jokist. Sometimes I'll be woke. Sometimes I'll be like, no, the comics should not at all joke about pedophilia and fucking the kids. And then sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll fuck a dead kid. I don't know. It's dead. It wouldn't know. Of course, I'd be doing jokes and not seriously do this in real life. This is borderline illegal. You get my point. I'm a hypocrite, but only for jokes. There was a lizard on my wall, so I fucked it, killed it, and flushed it down my toilet. Don't ask me which state I'm from. I'm from India. You probably must have guessed already. I'm kidding. I did not fuck it, kill it, and flush it down the toilet. I have fucked it and kept it in a cage so that I can reuse it. I'm very good at being very bad at whatever I do. I'm going to tell you a joke. Cockroaches can survive a nuclear war, but they can't survive hate. So why don't all the governments divert all their funds to invest in the hit company. I know this joke is very banal and that it's unoriginal and it sounds like the most obvious joke that you people will do in your houses with your cousins while you fucking them. Man, cockroaches will drive AI mad. After wiping out all the humans, AI will be like, man, I can't quite kill this motherfucking cockroach species. Then cockroaches will go through evolution, defeat AI, become multiplanetary, very advanced species, and slowly cockroaches will invade other planets. And aliens will think that cockroaches, so advanced, high-tech, have been ruling the world for millions of years. They are the original gangsters. But that's really sad for dinosaurs, because they were the original gangsters, guys. Too sad nobody will know that. My job as a comedian is to write jokes. So I'm going to write jokes on women. These are very stereotypical jokes and I do not mean any of these from heart. Of course, the motive of these jokes is to make you people laugh. I believe exactly the opposite of what I'm going to say. Women can drive very well. Their place is not at all in the kitchen and they accept their mistake immediately without justifying their wrong actions. Rich people kids versus poor people kids. Let's define poor over here. If you cannot afford an iPhone without credit, then you're poor. I don't believe that there is middle class. There is no middle ground. Middle class is just an illusion that they've created for themselves to feel superior than poor people. So poor people kids are built differently. They can take shit like real men and they are adventurous. They're not pussies. They don't have to ask their parents to do everything. On the contrary, rich people kids, they have to ask their parents whether or not to shit, man. Now, why is that a problem to me? Well, I have friends who are rich people kids because I make content and I'm a cool motherfucker. But I'm myself poor. I'm a free bird. I'm a spontaneous motherfucker, alright? I don't make plans. And these rich people kids, they plan in so advanced. A friend of mine, he was like, you wanna go to a comedy show? And I was like, okay, when's the comedy show? Let's go. He was like, after 2 months. Motherfucker, I don't even know if I'll be alive after 2 months. My life is too unpredictable. So poor people kids rock and you pussies suck. I read this quote once. Believe you can do it and you will. Believe you can do it and you will. And I was sitting in a silent class in my school and I had to fart. And I believed that I could silently pass it so that nobody could hear it. But then the whole class heard my fart. So don't trust these quotes blindly before testing them out in private. You know what? I'm tired of the thoughtless talks that everyone does. Of course, an everyday example we get to see of thoughtless talks is in our family. Everybody, while on a family vacation, is Captain Obvious.
You see that lion? He's sitting alone. You wanna know why he's sitting alone? Everybody, listen to me talking about why a lion is sitting alone. Because lions like to sit alone.
Motherfucker, can you keep the most obvious facts that everybody already knows to yourself? If only I earned more money, I'd never be hanging out with these baboons we call as a family. Do not pass the very obvious information that everybody already knows around. I know Vin Diesel was offended when I did the family joke. The last time Instagram shut down, everyone went crazy. They were like, what the fuck is happening? So they all rushed to X. We were all like the Avengers army at the end of Avengers Endgame when Captain America says Avengers assemble. Rushing to X and all. And as soon as I opened the app, there was Elon Musk who tweeted, don't worry, this app works. He's so cool, man. I'm curious if he will give the option to add a fleshlight to the Tesla robot when it launches. He really should. And why is the robot he? Why couldn't you launch a Tesla robot as a she? They say there are only 700 women available per 1,000 men. It means that 300 men are basically jerking off their whole life. So it would be real beneficial for the gender of men if you had launched the Tesla robot as a she instead, with an added feature of adding a fleshlight to it. High-tech fleshlight, all massaging and shit, self-lubricating. Elon Musk will help the world in 2 ways. 1, he will make our tasks very easy because the robots will do all of them, and 2, he will eradicate all the STDs. But it's scary, isn't it? Because he's basically providing infrastructure for the AI, hardware for AI, so that AI can take over the world. And Americans are kind of safe from those robots because they have no gun control. But in India, the elephants don't quite listen to us anymore. So we have to defend ourselves with our hands, which is, I don't know, I'm scared of the future. I'm depressed because I can never watch all the good movies and TV shows out there because I don't have the time for it. just sharing some grief on the internet today.